Here we go. One man, 18 women who got so fed up with getting asked how their weekend was on a dating app that they decided to drop their whole lives to go on a dating show to meet a husband. Let's do it! So we're back at the mansion. We're popping champagne. Look at how cocky Carolina is from opening a champagne bottle. Her and I are the exact same. Any small task achieved makes us the most confident person alive. I react the same way. I do the same nod when I mix the duck sauce with the mustard at the Chinese restaurant. I'm like, yep, no one would have thought of that. That's right, that's a me move. Should have been a chef. So they all make mimosas. I do believe that the way you make your mimosa could tell the Bachelor what you're here for. Like, these are very orange juicy. Then I'd be like, okay, they're here for love. This person poured like half a glass. I'd be like, are you here for business, to gain a social media following? That one, that is just champagne. Like, I would line them all up, and I would be like, so, Juliana, are you here for love, or are you here to get drunk and get a good tan? Because that mimosa is telling me you might be here like it's Cancun on spring break. Here comes Jesse Palmer. Half the women look like they don't even know who he is. Like, he's been on the show so little. Look at, she's like, is this one of the executives? Did they find an old tweet? Is one of us kicked off? Jesse wastes no time calling out one of the women. He's like, you're holding one of the roses over there, Looney Tunes. What's going on?
I get to see him soon.
I believe in the power of manifestation myself.
I mean, Jesse is like warmed to hear that there's another manifester here. He's like, I too have a crystal in my right now. I'm happy that I found another crystal-like manifester to be amongst us. So we have the first date card getting called. They all do a very similar scrunch when they get called. Scrunch.
Zoe.
Scrunch.
Juliana.
Scrunch. And then this last girl reacts like she just got called on The Price is Right. She's like, yes! I hope I win a Kia Sophia. I'm going to bid $1 when everyone else bids too much. Yeah! If you like the live stream, you will love my special on Netflix. It's called 37 and Single, and it is streaming right now. I'll also be on the road. Alpharetta, Georgia, New Zealand, Australia. I'm coming. Assemble the group chat. Bring your friends, your family, anyone who wants to have a good laugh. So the group date is a basketball date, and for some reason it's happening at this Reformed Jewish temple where it looks like a rabbi would play the guitar. But nope, there's a basketball court in there. And we get to see some of Grant's moves. We can see this guy is for real.
I'm so excited because
if it was me at the basketball court, they just showed me like laying in the corner on the mat, sweating, out of breath from doing one layup. So Grant goes for a half-court shot, and he airballs it. And look, there's a guy up there. If I were him, I'd be like, airball. Instead, this Poindexter's like heading to class. Where are they? And here come the women. The workout sets, my Lord. They're bringing it. A lot of confidence in this group, too. I mean, I would, if you're in lightly colored workout pants, there's no fear of butt sweat. I'd be like this woman. I'd have the sweatshirt around my waist to make sure. I should be wearing a sweatshirt around my waist even when I wear gray sweatpants. Like, if I sit on an airplane for an hour with gray sweatpants, they'd be like, sir, did you relieve yourself in your chair? I'd be like, no, it's butt sweat, but I should really stick to black sweatpants instead. So Grant says that they're going to bring in some big ballers to coach them up. And here come the children. And this one woman reacts like the new stepmother who is going to send the kids directly off to boarding school. She's like, oh, the little ones. How nice. They'll be on the first flight to Lithuania, whether they like it or not. So anytime they have children on the show, they're all like theater kids. And they're all just a little too much. They're like at an 11. They're like future stars of a Disney Channel original series. Like, listen to this girl.
Today we want to help you ladies score some points. So first, we need need to get warmed up.
Like, that is an adult. That's an adult who's just running one of the largest shows on TV right now. Like, you're always waiting for them to, like, get into, like, an adult conversation with the contestants. Like, this woman is now helping one of the girls who got overheated, but, like, you're just waiting for this girl to start asking her about her career aspirations and whether that she'd make a good mom or not. Like, I'm half waiting for this girl to go into, like, adult mode. So you were having, like, a lot of dating issues, and that's what brought you on the show? Yeah, the dating apps I heard are tough. I prefer to meet people in real life. My boyfriend and I met at recess. We had a shared love of Paw Patrol, and when our moms would pack us an extra snack in our lunch boxes. But I can see, how getting older could affect me and make me want to look at my life and who I have in it. But I'm sure, these are things you should probably talk about in therapy. A good therapist would give you the tools that you need to be able to find the right person. And I'm sure that will happen for you. But I'm just happy to be working. It's good to be here on a set. It feels good to know that I'm in Hollywood and I'm going to be able to get health insurance and things like that. But I wish you the best of luck. Good luck with everything. It was really nice to meet you and have this scene together. So they're having a slam dunk competition, and this girl, Zoe, decides to forfeit her dunk to steal Grant away. But she doesn't go to, like, the corner of the court. She's like, come this way to this random elevator, and no one's happy. Everyone's a little bit put off by this, even the kids. She's like, yeah, come over here. We're going to go to the roof where they keep all the extra hoops. There's a medical office upstairs that we can go hang out in. Like, Zoe, go to the corner of the court, have your moment, and then bring them back. They're still waiting for an elevator. Look at it, finally, he's like, okay. So she brings him to the roof of the basketball court. If I'm Grant, I'm like, hey, how did you get the key to come up here? Do you know the janitorial staff here? Did you scout this out? It's not even like they're making out up there. They're just having, like, a conversation. This could have happened at the basketball court instead of the 30-minute ride it took to get there. So they come back, and it's awkward. You can see no one's happy about this leaving the situation. Even the kids are looking at them like, hey, there are child labor laws, and we are now in overtime, so you'll be hearing from our lawyers. So they split the women into two teams, and we're going to have a basketball showdown. Who on earth has the time to go to a basketball game amongst the Bachelor contestants? These people, none of them, their names should be taken down, and none of them should be allowed to say that they've been so busy lately. They've been so busy lately, credentials have been taken away. Yeah, I've just been so busy lately. I was at a basketball game amongst a bunch of women trying to marry one man. Yeah, sorry I haven't gotten back to your call. I just got a lot going on right now. No, you have nothing going on. Ashley Brewer's here. She used to be on ESPN. She follows me on TikTok. Hi, Ashley. That's how you know you got to have time to be here. Everyone here has time. Ashley's sitting here. She's like, please, can some local news station please hire me? I have so little to do that I'm hanging out at a high school gym announcing a basketball game between a bunch of people who want to be influencers. Please, someone hire me. So this game turns into a street fight, and they're taking out their aggression from earlier on Zoe for stealing time away from them. Look at the hit. That's a hit. Look at, even the band geeks are like, wait a minute. That is a full two-hand boob smush. She's like, you take my guy away, I smush the boobs. Even trade. So the purple team won, and then there's an MVP.
It's
Chloe gets the MVP. And then the whole audience starts chanting for them to kiss. Look at all the most single people in the world are like, please, someone kiss him. Just for us. We took the day off from work to go watch a bunch of single women play basketball who have never played basketball before. Someone needs to kiss. The women confront Zoe about stealing Grant away during the slam dunk competition.
To try and take that time
And Zoe goes full villain.
Well, I think all is fair in love and war.
You only use lines like that if you're going for your villain arc. All is fair in love and war. It is what it is. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. If you steal a man away during a slam dunk competition, better go cry to your mama at home, because it's Zoe's night now. Grant pulls Natalie aside, who is like the mom figure that formed a connection with this child actress, which he thinks is like cute and motherly. I kind of find a little bizarre. Also, did Natalie just not have time to like do something with the hair? I'm not looking to like make fun of hair decisions.
I hope they
But
put a good word.
it looks like she just took a convertible ride and put her hair up and was like, oh, I don't need the bathroom. I don't need to look at it. I'm good. So Allie
I
Joe,
lose my patience. That's when the Jersey comes out.
she decides that
Allie
because
Jo,
she's from
Zoe
Jersey,
has not only
she
spoken
needs
to
to
him
go
once,
interrupt
she's
Zoe
spoken to him multiple
to get
times
back at
already,
her
and he's still waiting.
for how she took time from
We're
the
not
group
court
before.
anymore. This isn't her game. She's
She's like, I'm from Jersey.
So
I'll
I'm
be
gonna go and
the
shoot
one
my
that's
shot.
ballsy and annoying and starts a fight. That's what we're supposed to do as Jersey girls.
Just 2 minutes, and you can have the rest of the night with
And
him.
Zoe isn't having it. She's like, you've had all the minutes. Now get off the couch, and I'll let you know which highway exit you should get off at to make sure you get back to the rest of the group. So Allie Joe steals Grant away, and I don't think this is what she wanted from this interaction. I don't think Allie Joe was like, yeah, can I steal him for a second and then sit 10 feet from you while you listen in to me talking about my parents getting divorced at 10 years old? Like, this is the worst case scenario for Allie Joe. Look at Zoe is still here, prowling around like a tiger, while Allie Joe's trying to tell Grant about her dad being her youth soccer coach.
You're not like that.
You can see the moment Allie Joe is like losing it.
I just steal him, say my good night.
She's gonna steal it, like right there. She's like about to become mega Jersey girl. She's like gabagool, prosciutto, galamad. Allie Joe walks away, and her heels are about to go through the floor. She just said she's feeling
How many
rage.
times you have to do it?
Mega Jersey
And
girl
I
is
have
coming.
to hear.
I just want to let you girls know I am so.
I mean, the walk. Look at this girl's like, oh no, I'm from Iowa. I've seen this episode of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Hey guys, stay away from the table. She's gonna clear all the stuff off a table. I'm telling you, it's coming. Zoe comes back, and there's this like quiet moment. It's like the quiet before the storm. And then here we go.
What is your problem?
There it is.
I've
Set
done
it off.
nothing To you, I understand you want your time.
Look at-
But guess what, baby girl?
She called her baby girl, which that means it's on. Look at this woman is like disassociating. She's like, okay, my parents used to argue growing up. I'm just going to go to my special place. Think of the birds. Think of the tweet, tweet, beautiful birds. Grant comes back, doesn't acknowledge a fight at all, doesn't even mention it, and is like, hey, everyone, great basketball game today. And then gives the rose to the girl who barely played basketball. They're like, so we had to be nice to the kids? We had to make friends with child actors? That's what you wanted the whole time?
People, I was hopeful.
We have cuts from falling on the court. So we're at the mall for Grant's date, and it shows that it's closed, even though this is what malls look like now. They're just a post-apocalyptic view of what it was like to live in America during the 90s and early 2000s. And Alex is here for her one-on-one. It's like, follow the rose petals to get to the Auntie Annie's pretzel factory. And the petals lead to, like, literally nothing. It's just a rose on a big screen. And they react as if this is, like, a huge moment. I can't believe this! You're on an escalator! There's a rose the size of a building! That can never happen with the help of a person who went to graphic design school for 6 months. So they go and do a bunch of stuff at the mall. I mean, if you've been to a mall lately, none of this exists there. Like, malls are just like former spaghetti factories that are now climbing walls and trampoline parks. Like, malls are weird. This is what a mall is like. There's no one else there. So they come up to a piano. There have been rumors that Grant is using this season to start his music career. And then Alex has to live every woman's worst nightmare, and that's listening to a guy sing his original tune 6 inches from your face. You're just watching her get the ick in real time. She's like, is he really singing his own song? Not even like doing like a Beatles or something? This is like him being serious about it? It really does feel like Alex is trying to figure out if this is like a legit thing he's into. Like, she keeps looking down. She's like, okay, I guess I should bob my head a little bit to show that I'm into this. Oh, and now she's like, oh, okay, this is for real. Like, you can see in her eyes, she's like, just look down, don't make eye contact. It'll be over soon. Yeah, we'll get through this little scat part that he's got going. Just say, that was great, and we can move. He's like, I made this up. She's like, oh, thank God, this isn't for real.
Did you just make that up like now?
Yeah, I made it up.
No, you made it up. Well, technically, I made it up many months ago and then practiced it over and over again and then went into a studio and recorded it and then sent it to my friend who works in the music industry to send along to his boss. Yeah, I made it up way back then, but I'll let you believe that I made it up right now on the spot so you won't think that I'm just like trying to do this so I can be a musician. Grant gives Alex the rose after their romantic date outside of a former Olive Garden. And then he puts a tape into the old boombox. And if I'm Alex, I'm like, is it another one of your originals?
He supports me, and that no matter what, I can just run into his
And then
arms.
thank goodness it is not. It is a woman singing, and they're going to dance.
I do think that my love journey with Grant is so beautiful.
And
this is
I mean, this is a little shocking. Like, I'm waiting for Grant to be like, yeah, she's pretty good. Like, kind of as good as another young musician that maybe you heard a new single from earlier tonight. Huh? What did you think? Yeah, I work at the Hot Topic at the mall, and Grant came in before the date. He was kind of milling around looking at the chain wallets and lava lamps, and I was like, sir, you going to buy anything? And he was like, oh, no, I'm good, but you look like you're into music. You want to hear some of my originals? And I was like, no, Grant, I'm good. I'm more into Coheed and Cambria. If it's not like Coheed and Cambria, then I'm out. Look at me. I work at a Hot Topic. What do you think? I like your music? You think I want to hear your originals? I got my own originals. That's why I'm here, working at the Hot Topic. We're here for the second group date, and here are the ladies. There's Grant. Rebecca runs at him like she has to go to the bathroom. Like, if I were Grant, I'd be like, hey, open up the door. That's a number 2 run. Hey, open up. Someone in there. Rebecca's got something brewing in there. Let's go. Okay, so it wasn't a bathroom run. She runs right to his arms. The other women are like, yeah, we're just going to like walk like normal people.
And also showing the women a side of me that they haven't seen.
Grant says he wants to show them a side of him they haven't seen. And then they go into a concert space. I guess we're going to get more of Grant singing. He's like, I just want to show them a side that they haven't seen, as well as the rest of America who might be interested in buying my records. And Mario is here. Grant better really be a good singer if he wants to sing in front of Mario. This guy's like legit. So Mario's singing. I'm just waiting for Grant to start singing like 2 people who want to let everyone know they're good singers that are singing Happy Birthday at the same time.
That's all you need, baby.
Like, Grant's going to jump in there. He's like, yeah, okay. Well, I got something up my sleeve, too. I got a few originals I could sing. So Grant explains that today is about expressing your feelings.
My high school crush.
And we're kind of seeing...
It's about expressing how you feel. It's very important to me. I do it through poetry. Sometimes I'll do it through music. And
Grant is now trickling out a career pivot into music. The fact that he just said, yeah, sometimes I express myself with poetry and, other times music, but, a lot of poetry, but also I put that poetry on top of, fun songs that you might want to listen to on Spotify. Go find me. Like, this is a little bit of a side story we didn't expect. So they're going to have to write a song and perform it and dance in front of a live audience. And they bring out a choreographer, and no one has ever looked more like a choreographer than this woman. This is like Paula Abdul from a different, timeline in the multiverse. She's like, that woman, you don't meet Robin and go, oh, Robin, that's my doctor. No, that's a choreographer. Always, forever, and from now on. She created the Pussycat Dolls, so, this is a legit choreographer, don't get me wrong.
While you're dancing with love and passion. So let's get your heels on because it's about to be lit.
Now, if I'm this age, and she looks fantastic, she's wonderful, I love Robin, the choreographer, but if I say the word lit at my age, someone form an intervention. Stop everything. Turn off the cameras, put me in a chair and say, hey, Jared, that word lit, not for you. They're all getting ready, and Carolina lets us know this won't be her strong suit, and then they show her dancing. Look at this.
I'm not the most talented singer or dancer, but I need to get that quality time.
I mean, I don't know how Carolina leaves the house again. If they showed me seriously practicing my moves for a dance competition, I wouldn't have the confidence to get an erection ever again. It would ruin me mentally. So the girl group is going to perform together on stage, and
on the way here, I wrote a little something.
Grant says that he wrote a little something, and he's going to kick things off. Grant, he's going to do another original.
It's gonna be mean, or it's going to be a great memory. Either way, it's going to be one for the books.
Look at the audience is into it. They're like, if I'm the women, I'd be holding my breath.
I ain't trying to stress you. I'm trying to protect you. No, I'm dating other women.
Why did he go first? Shouldn't he go? Look at her face. She's like, is this for real? Is this what he's trying to do now? So he's like a musician? That wasn't announced on the casting. Is he going to be doing open mics? So Grant is rapping, he's singing, he really does it all, and there's some shock in the room. People aren't sure what to do. Is this for real? Look at Mario's reaction to Grant. He's like, okay, I guess he's doing his thing. Okay, yeah, he's going for it. I hope he doesn't ask me to do him any favors after we're done here. The women are trying their best. Carolina even goes into Spanish, and then she goes into a full straddle on the couch, and it's like, if you can't sing, just rub your crotch on them and hope for the best. And I like that strategy from Carolina. So Carolina wins the competition. He's like, which one of you rubbed your crotch on me? Yeah, that's going to be Carolina. She's the winner. And then they get serenaded by Mario, who's like, okay, Grant, let me show you how it's done. This is an actual recording artist that's going to sing for you. So Carolina goes and dances with Grant while the other women watch on. And then they're like, why don't we go back to straddling? And they jump on the couch. I mean, this is with a ferocity that you would have in your parents' basement if you got 10 minutes away from them with your high school girlfriend. They are legitimately grinding on that couch. So we go to the second part of the date, and Carolina explains how happy she was with the competition.
Be able to put my energy out there and have that recognized rather than the talent.
It's really nice to just have my grinding abilities and my lack of shame of rubbing my crotch on a man in front of 500 people get recognized, as opposed to, dancing and singing and things that people make a career out of. Carolina asked the tough questions during this meeting.
Do you guys feel like the vibe is off?
She's like, well, you did use the Bachelor like he was a personal vibrator earlier during the music competition. So, yeah, the vibes are a little off.
Yeah. The reality of this.
Carolina kind of plays the victim. She's mad at them for not being happy for her, for winning the dancing and singing competition after she grinded on the guy in front of all of them. Like, in what world are they like, no, we're happy for you. We want to watch you kiss and grind on the guy that we might marry. That's our goal. Carolina, we're cheering for you to have a better time than us. Latia puts it all out there.
Want to get married. I want to have a family.
And then she talks about having to date as if it's the worst thing anyone could go through.
It's okay. Look at me. It's okay. It's okay.
And, yeah, like, I'm sick of dating.
I just want to stop dating, please. I'm sick of going out for drinks. I'm sick of how was your weekend. I'm sick of grabbing from my purse when I'm really not going to pay it all. Please save me. I'm sick of people following me on Instagram and watching my stories and sending me fire emojis. Get me out. Please get me out of this horrible game of dating.
I'm sick of dating.
So she says she's sick of dating, and look at...
Me too.
Yeah, Grant, I don't think you are as sick of it as she is. She's literally trembling and crying and so upset about having to be on the dating apps. You're like, yeah, me too. It's horrible. Different women blowing you every other week. No. I gotta get out of this thing. I gotta shack up and get a mortgage with someone and be stuck with them the rest of my life. You're right. It's horrible. Carolina sits down with Grant. She's like, hey,
like a damper on what I thought was a great day.
I'm really feeling upset that everyone else is upset that we made out in front of them. Please tell me how right I am. Like, Carolina is really good at becoming the victim here.
On, like, our connection and, like, have our time
Hey,
spent
these women are not proud of me for grinding on you. What's going on? Tell me I'm right. So we're at the end of the group date, and a rose is going to be given out. It's either Latia, who wants to be saved from the horrors of another Bumble date, or Carolina, who rubbed up against Grant like a dog rubbing on one of its stuffies. And let's see who gets it. It goes to Latia.
Of course.
She's almost there. She's almost out of this hell known as
I'm so excited.
Going for drinks and having a vodka soda with someone new.
Emotional availability.
Grant tells the women that he wants emotional availability, and it's like, dude, you're about to get trauma dumped on, like a waterfall of emotion is about to come at you. You just said to them, tell me your stories now. And now they're heading to the cocktail hour, and they're like, have a seat. Get ready to hear about my parents, who were good parents and stayed together, but kind of yelled at each other a little bit sometimes. So then Grant gets what he asked for. Every woman sits with him and has a teary speech with him. And then she's like, hey, I was kind of hoping that I could get some time with Grant to cry. Are you guys all done? Can I steal him for a second? I brought you tissue. So we're at the rose ceremony, and this literally looks like my Instagram Explore page. Just a bunch of women with more than 2,000 followers and a Fashion Nova promo code that you can use at any time. Grant gave out his final rose, and there are some big-time tears going on. Elle is on the floor. Elle, it's been 2 episodes. I don't think we can be on the floor right now. I think we got to get up. I understand. This isn't about Grant. This is about dating in general, but this will not be a good picture for your Hinge profile. Let's give a hug. Let's get you out of here. We'll get you some in and out, and we'll have a tough night, and we'll be better in the morning. And that's it for The Bachelor. And that's it for me. I will be back next week. Share with a friend. Tell someone about the show that I put on here. I'll be back next week. Boom.